The supreme confidence, the swag of this team in white, purple, and gold. They backed it up tonight. They came in. I never...
Well, I guess I was wrong. Oh, man. LSU, huh? LSU. Louisiana State University. National champions. Wow. I guess my pick was wrong. I said 34-31 and Clemson would win this game. I thought Clemson's defense was a little bit better. Wrong. Clemson cannot cover a nosebleed. Number 8 for Clemson. Bro. My guy. Are you good? Are you okay? Are you okay? Because Chase was whooping yo behind all night long. Bro, you couldn't cover him to save your life. Man went for 200 on your head top. 200. Number 1 couldn't cover nobody either. The other corner as well. And I told y'all Moss will probably be the X factor in this game, depending on what he does. He had 2 touchdowns tonight. Man, no, Trevor Lawrence off tonight. If he was going into the draft this year, his stock might have dropped. But because he has another year, he can redeem himself next year. Joe Burrow, my goodness. I mean, I'm a Steelers fan. He's obviously probably going number 1 to the Bengals. Hey, none of that is flying against Pittsburgh. I can tell you that right now. It ain't flying. You may have A.J. Green, but that's about it. And that's if A.J. Green still wants to be there. It's all about all you got. You got Joe Mixon's decent. Other than that, who the Bengals got? They have the number 1 overall pick for a reason. They're not that great of a team. You may be taking Andy Dalton's spot, but you got a lot of work to do, my guy. Especially when the best Watt in the NFL is on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know you're going to be like, what? What are you talking about? I'm a Steelers fan. Of course I'm going to say T.J. Watt's the better Watt. He had a better year this year. That's a fact. He should be up. He could win the Defensive Player of the Year this year. But that's a different story for another day. Trevor Lawrence, my guy, you did not play well at all. So many overthrows, bro. So many overthrows. Higgins was in and out of the lineup with I think he had like a thigh injury or something like that. He wasn't getting separation. Ross, the dude that I think Ross is really, really good. And he did not show up in this game. He was not getting separation off the corners. He did not do anything in this game. That shocked me. I thought Ross would be big time in this game, and he was not. He was big time in the national championship last year. This year, no show. No show. Number 9, running back. They did not give him the football enough as a runner, handing the football off to him. Not these little cute screens and these cute little option plays. No, get under center and hand him the football and let him work. They did not do that. Oh, my headphones. I heard something. But yeah, they did not try to control the game at all by giving number 9 the football. It's Ethan. I don't want to say his name incorrectly. It's kind of a hard name to say. The ejection of number 42, 47. I think that's the middle linebacker. He's like the leader of the defense. Technically, in the letter of the law, that is targeting. But these targeting rules in college football are starting to get a little. I'm like, do people really need to be ejected for some of these hits? Like, I've seen some hits that people get ejected for, and they really didn't do nothing to the dude, really. And that was another case of it tonight with that hit that he put on, I I think it was on Jefferson he put the hit on. And so I don't know. College football may have to revisit that rule because I seen it's almost a guarantee that at least one player per game is gonna get ejected. Hell, we got one in the Ohio State Clemson game last week where a dude got ejected. So I don't know. I don't know that college football got to revisit. I mean, they should treat it like a personal foul, like we're not like a personal foul, like a unnecessary roughness or something like that. They should treat it like that. Like if he does it again, then you throw him out the game. But to throw him out the game after one play, that's a little egregious to me, in my opinion. That's a little crazy to me. So I think college football needs to change that rule. Yeah, I mean, Joe Burrow, 60 passing touchdowns for the year. I mean, no one's ever done it in FBS history. People are going to say, is this the greatest season by a college football player ever? I mean, it might be the greatest I've ever seen with my own two eyes. I mean, there could be some others you could talk about. Maybe a Tim Tebow season. Jim Brown said they announced the top 150 players of all time. Said Jim Brown's the greatest college football player of all time. Some people say he's the greatest football player ever, period. NFL or college football. Yeah, I mean, you had Herschel Walker, you got Archie Griffin. I mean, you could probably say maybe one of their years was better than what Joe Burrow did this year. But Joe Burrow was ridiculous. He was ridiculous this year. A dude that was a 2-star recruit. You think about it. 2-star recruits, really? Should be either an FCS or a Division II football player. That's what Division II players usually, not Division, but 2-star players, 2-star players end up. That's where they usually end up. They don't end up at an FBS school. That usually does not happen. That's very rare that ended up happening. Because he was on Ohio State before. He was a backup, got beat out by Dwayne Haskins and I think it was Cardale Jones. I forget who else was there at the time when he was there as a quarterback, and then he transferred to LSU and he played last year. I mean, the LSU was a good football team last year, but they weren't this. And Joe Burrow didn't look like this. Joe Burrow, he might have been a quarterback that got drafted last year, but he would have been a late pick. He went from that to all the way being the number 1 overall pick as a 5th-year senior. So it's crazy. Trevor Lawrence, he's definitely got some work to do. Ross is coming back. Clemson is still gonna be loaded. They're still gonna be a force to reckon with. Clemson could be right back here again next year. LSU, I'm not sure because I don't know who their quarterback is going to be next year. Because obviously Joe Burrow's gone. They still have some of those receivers returning back and some of the corners, especially 24, they did not want to throw his way at all. Like he was shutting down the whole side of the field. But LSU's got some players. They've got some players. So LSU could be a force to be reckoned with next year. Bama, we don't know who their quarterback's going to be. Georgia, don't know really. Fields is back next year, Fields is with Ohio State. I'm bugging. He's not with Georgia anymore. But Ohio State could be a force next year. Georgia could be a force next year, but Jake Fromm is going to the NFL. So it could be very interesting to see. Got some new dynamics, some new developments that could be happening next year. So not sure who's really gonna be the team next year. You'd think maybe Clemson because they have a lot of their team's players returning. So I don't know. We'll see. That's the end of the college football season. Yeah, I was wrong. I'm out. Peace.